Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 79th edition of DRW Radio. Tonight, we have a special guest. It is going to be a one-on-one interview with the Icon, a former DRW champion, a big-time multi-platinum superstar in the eFed world on multiple different platforms in WRP, eFed, and other links as well to that. It is the Icon, the mother of Chris Zero. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the radio show for the billionth time, DMG.
Well, hi, and thank you for such a warm, wonderful greeting.
DMG, last night we hosted a series of interviews with superstars about how they created their character and how they got started. How long ago was it that you started the eFed wrestling?
Damn. Don't start me lying. I don't remember. I know it's been less than 5 years, but... Because when I debuted, I was in WRP, but I was doing this before Facebook was even invented, so...
Yeah, I remember you telling me you used to do backyard wrestling and shit like that. Why don't you, let the fans that don't know who you are, which are fucking retarded, why don't you let them know, like, how you got started?
How I got started. Well, I was a kid, about 5 years old, when I really got into wrestling, but I watched my first wrestling match when I was 6 months old, and I tried to hug Ric Flair on TV. Anyway, yeah. So, we would watch Saturday night main events growing up, and we would imitate what we saw on TV. Down to going out into our backyard, literally, using barbed wire for ring rope and beating the shit out of each other with anything to fight out there. Jumping off houses, everything else. And I was the only girl involved in this. My sisters didn't have anything to do with it. All they would do is bring it out to fight for... Oh, God. Many windows were broken. Many people got hurt. Well, we loved it. Hell, even one year at a county fair, we got to actually put on a wrestling match for everyone that was there. We were famous in our little town. But, the character development for Dark Days didn't start until I was about 11.
Yeah, well, why don't you let us know how you came up with the DMG gimmick and the other gimmicks, and what separates them from any other gimmick you've ever done, and why DMG and those gimmicks are so special to you?
Well, all 4 of them that I have are quite special. Like I said, the Dark Maiden character didn't come about starting until I was 11 years old. That was actually, I guess you could say, an altar that helped me deal with the bullshit that I was dealing with when I was growing up. Didn't have the best life, but I ain't bitching about it. I'm alive. I'm doing what I gotta do. Angel came about, I don't know. I was 15, 16 when she came around, and then the other 2 didn't come about until I was about in my 20s when I found out I was bipolar. So creating all of the altars helped me deal with certain situations, even as she was developed so I could detach myself from everyone and everything, and I didn't care. I didn't have to. Angel has a pure heart, but when she's crossed, she'll kill you. Lilith, she's just an asshole. I don't know how else to say it. But, DMG is the most special out of all of them because my main personality, that is everything rolled into one. Yeah, I could, 1 minute, I love you, next minute, I don't give a shit, and hey, you really pissed me off, I can just put your blood not care. It was just all a way to deal with everything that I dealt with when I was growing up, and I dealt with some pretty bad shit growing up. But I found found a way to turn it into something. So when still going out in the backyard or local YMCA or whatever, just to do something, I actually had some issues for me. I've always loved wrestling out. Hell, I just love fighting. I don't necessarily have to be in a wrestling ring. I would be in a parking lot. I could be in a park. It doesn't matter. But wrestling has been a big part of my life, and having to separate myself from shit has been another big part of my life, so I had to find a reason.
You've been in the EFED and WRP for a long fucking time, and you've seen a lot of generations come and go, and you've seen a lot of superstars come and go. And, you know, back in the day, you were fighting guys like Brandon DeGraff and people like that, and now you're fighting guys like Mark Jacobs. And March 26th, Thursday night on SmackDown, you will be in an epic dream match, an unsanctioned street fight against Mark Jacobs. Explain how you would come, your feelings on the past generations and this new generation, and where you stand with this new generation.
Well, can't go wrong with the classic, right? I mean, you're talking about, but I digress. Younger generation, I see a lot of potential styles, I see a lot of dumbassery going on, and, you know, not appreciating the game before you, not appreciating the days away, so your stupid ass can be out there and do what you do. I ain't got any time for that, I ain't got no love for that. So, if you are listening and you've got your head jammed so far up your ass that you think that you're the only thing that matters, think again. Because if it wasn't for people like me, the retarded ass wouldn't be out there. Next question.
You'll be fighting Mark Jacobs before you go on to Dark Mania, and I'll ask some more questions as we roll on towards that. But you will fight Mark Jacobs March 26th at SmackDown. What is your overall opinion on that superstar, and how you think this dream match will help set a new bar?
Man, I love Mark Jacobs, don't get me wrong, but self-doubt is his downfall. He doesn't believe that he can do anything. He has to search for it and get it from someone else. He has to get that gratification, that belief from someone else. And if someone else isn't by his side coaching him through something, start seeing a lot of, we'll go ahead and put it as honestly as possible, you know, see a lot of crying and whining. And, you know, I don't want to step in a ring with someone like that. I want to step in a ring with someone who is fucking sure of himself and knows, win, lose, or draw, that they're putting on a fucking show. They're putting on the best match they ever could. And I see that with him when he faces other superstars in DRW. But when it comes to facing legends, he has a hard time with that. Mark, seriously, dude, no one wants to, pander to someone that doesn't think that they can do it. And I'm not going to pander to that. I'm not going to cater to that. You're either going to come in there 100%, you're going to have a mindset, I can do this, or you can stay the fuck home. I don't have time for that. I throw men around bigger than you. Literally manhandle men bigger than you.
After SmackDown March 26th, you will be battling a person you know like the back of your hand. You will be going one-on-one in a Buried Alive match versus Key Morbid in the Battle of the Sisters. Why don't you elaborate to the fans and to the people listening around the world your relationship in the past with Key Morbid and what has drug both of you into this match?
Well, when when I first met Miss Morbid. She was one of the toughest females I had ever seen besides myself, and I watched her plow through women's divisions in different places. When I first got started, I was in 4 major places that I was a GM only, or a referee. That was GCW, which was Global Championship Wrestling at that time, which turned to WKW after a while. There was WCW, Championship Wrestling. There was NXT Generation. That's where I actually got my start. And then there was WWA. And when I would watch her matches, I mean, she literally broke bitches in half. And one day, somebody got mad at me and decided to put me in my first match against her. First match I'd ever had coming into all this. And who the hell himself? I had been stabbed in the knee before making it to my match, but I still went out there. And I did well. To the point she put me in the Ivy League, and I passed out rather than falling out. And at that moment, after passing out, and somebody finally decided to stop the match, she told me that I had earned her respect because she didn't know a damn thing about me past that. And then it led to us facing off more and more because no other woman would step up to her. I kept doing it. Then it got to a point where no one would step up to me. We got tired of back and forth matches. We got tired of no contest, first one thing to another, because we knew each other so well. So we formed an alliance, Twisted Sisters. And we took the men's tag team division by storm. The first tag team belt we won, Friday Night SmackDown. And then after that, there wasn't a man that would come around and try to take it, because they told us that girls had no business in men's division winning men's titles. Not my problem that you're a bitch-made motherfucker and have to run off like that. So, for 6 months, we pretty much did not have to defend because nobody was in the ring with us, which was pretty fucking sad. All over defense WRB creation, we have faced off at one point or another. Was hoping it wouldn't ever come up again, but, you know, my fans, her fans, fucking everyone in management wants to see her and I on the grandest stage of them all.
It is going to be a terrific night, April 12th at Dark Mania. Key Morbid,
Yep.
DMG, grandest stage of them all. It is going to be a terrific event. Now, if we could just break character for a minute, and we talk about an issue, and this will be the last time I ever bring this issue up because I'm done with it after this. You were there when Nate Faber said his disgusting comments towards Mia Marsden. Describe how you felt when he said that.
You know, why, if you're in any event, anything for enjoyment, why do you have to sit there and talk shit about someone on a personal level? If you have a personal problem with them, don't put it all over the fucking group wall. Don't put it all over your Facebook. Settle the issue with them, or try to, and if you can't, if you're not man enough to sit down and talk to someone about the problems you have with them, then don't talk to them at all. You know, there is a block function on Facebook. You don't have to associate with someone. That was pretty fucked up. I'm not going to lie. And I had to say something about it.
He messaged me earlier, and I'm not going to talk about what he said to me because I'm not going to take the situation any further. I'm going to end it actually right here. Nate Faber is who Nate Faber is. He said disgusting comments towards me and Marsden because he's a transgender, saying it's a publicity stunt. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, I remember.
Let Mia live her life, you live your life, whatever. But
exactly.
We move on from that. Like I said, Dark Mania 2 is April 12th in Santa Carla, California. There's been rumors going around on the board about the brand split. We've had a brand split before, and it didn't work out. Now that we have, I guess you'd say, consistent writers and a huge talent pool, if we did a brand split again, do you think it would work out differently from what it ever has? In your honest opinion.
So why would you want a brand split? I mean, things are going pretty well as they are right now, aren't they?
If it's not broke, don't fix. That's been my opinion. I mean, other people have been wanting the brand split.
Yeah, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, Jesus, man.
I mean, granted, yes, not a whole lot of talent are getting booked, but... Not a whole lot of talent are getting booked, but... I mean, you gotta understand, a lot of people are coming in at the worst season to come in and try to start something. You're coming in at Dark Mania season. I mean...
Exactly. This is the wrong time for new talent trying to make themselves known. I have absolutely nothing wrong. I have nothing against the new talent coming in and wanting to be known. But during the build-up to the biggest event of the year, that's definitely not the right time. You know, beforehand or afterwards, like, and I'm not talking in the middle of the season, I'm talking before the road to Dark Mania even starts. If you want to come in, or if you want to come in after Dark Mania, that's the best time to come in at this point, and you will be booked after all that. Everyone else has been building up what they're going into, and you can't expect that to be taken away because someone else wants to be known. That's what I feel anyway.
Also, I mean, yeah, I get, I just don't know. I mean, I got a lot on my plate. I'm still working with the brand split's not a big thing to me right now. Dark Mania is looking to be a big event. 2015 going on from Dark Mania, I'm hoping is going to be an epic year. But DMG, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on the radio show again and giving me the privilege and the honor of giving you this interview. Hopefully for you to come back for many more episodes. The next radio show will be DRW Radio. I hope to have a large crowd this time. And also, I wanted to announce right here on DRW Radio 79, HOPW and DRW have came to terms and agreement that April 19th we will be having a cross-brand pay-per-view with HOPW. The card and the pay-per-view name to be decided later tonight. We will have those results for you and the details later on tonight. Once again, DMG, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. I love it. Sorry, I'm so busy and can't be around much.